And we are going. What's going on with everybody? It is your boy, Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, getting into your real raw rugged. And I got somebody on the other line, man. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Who we got here today?
Absolutely. What's up? How y'all doing, people? It's your boy JP, live in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? What it is, when it ain't, take it, I put it back in. It still gonna stink. It's your boy Jody with the realest.
Hey, I feel bad, man. I was telling him, man, I'm a hoop nigga, man. I done interrupted this young man run, man. That's my fault, man. That's my fault,
All right, no,
man.
it's all right. It's all right.
How long you been running?
A good cause. You said what?
I said, how long you been running?
We about 2 games in, 2-0 right now. We just, my brother just started on the second game, so I'm out here. I'm gonna chime back in.
See, I was gonna ask this later on in the interview, but I might as well start off like this because I know you played college basketball.
Yep.
Who would you compare your game to? Whoever in the league today?
Julius Randle, like a Zach Randolph.
Oh, so you like a power type of
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
Got you. What position you play?
Power forward.
Powerful. Okay, so you in the paint. You in the post.
Yes, sir.
For sure. All right. Let's start from the beginning because I didn't build this up like I should have, but bro, I'm so excited for this interview, dog. You are legitimately one of my favorite artists at the point. I can't even say favorite new artist. You one of my favorite artists in general right now. Only
Yeah.
person I've been listening to. So I want to take it back to the beginning on how I even found out who you was. My little cousin Paris. I'm at her house, and somewhere we talking about music, and she like, you know about JP? And I'm like, nah, who that is? She's like, oh, you don't know JP? So my boyfriend love JP, and she played Bad Biddy, and when she play it, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, I guess whatever. I go home. In my head, the entire time while I'm driving home, all I can think about is, guess what? I'm JP. It's the only thing that's in my head. So I'm like, do I like this nigga? I don't know. So then, fast forward to when I became a fan. I became a fan when I watched the Genius video and I seen you breaking it down, singing. I'm like, this nigga is super talented. Like, I'm a supporter of this nigga now. But then, fast forward to today, because there was a point where I found out about you when I became a fan, but then there was a point where I found out, oh, this nigga one of them ones. It's not a lot of people I put in the category of one of them ones. You know what you did to make me realize you one of them ones?
Boy.
You sung this song, and I know you, nigga, you out of breath right now. But if you want to join in, I'll start it up for you, man. That boy's in that bit. You say, "Well, take me down the road that's a little bit winding."
That's the it.
What that boy?
They still put sugar in her eyes.
That boy say, man,
Yeah.
"Where the women are fine and the love
And the love
is."
is
What
fair.
that boy say?
It driver, you can drop me off anywhere. Hey,
Hey, man.
that's
Shout out,
Zach Bryan.
shout out to you, nigga. You goddamn nigga finna die, nigga tired, nigga get cardio with, nigga still voice sound good. You feel me? Hey, a lot of niggas can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to that. But no, so when I heard that, I was like, this nigga here is special talent because not. I didn't expect you to even know about that Zach Bryan. So, but you have like you got a country feeling to you. What made you start listening to country music in general?
Well, I always liked the way it sounded, and like country music tells stories. Like you're not gonna. It's very rare that you find a country song where they just like babbling about like some bullshit. Like 9 times out of 10, it has a storyline. It has like an actual story that the song is telling, and it's real smooth and it's chill, calm music. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds good. It sounds good. So yeah, I mean, it had nothing. Like I was already listening to country music before I went to a BWI, contrary to a lot of people's belief. But it's not even just about like the whole white black thing in the country music with white like no like country music is a great genre of music and it's real cool, calm, and collective. And that's why I started listening to country music. So,
Would you ever want to
I mean,
lock? My fault, I ain't mean to cut you off.
are you good?
No, I was gonna say, would you ever want to lock in with Zach Bryan for a song?
Yes, absolutely. That shit would go so federal.
And that's when I realized, like, okay. So after I heard you do that, I'm like, okay, so he's not finna be just like a hip hop star. Like this nigga's finna be a star in 2 years. Nigga gonna be on songs with Tyler, Zach Bryan, Billie Eilish, and that's where I see you at. I don't know if that's where you see your trajectory at, but
No.
that's where I see you at in the next 2 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What, like, was that always the plan going into music that you wanted to branch off and to do different types of genres?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm definitely one of those people that you can't just put in. Like you can't put me in the box because I'm so good at a lot of things that I do, especially things that have to do with music. Like I was always able to do so much. Like I'll be able to sing this, and then I can sing this, and I can sing this. So it's like I never had the, I was never set on doing just one genre of music.
Yeah.
Like absolutely. So I'm gonna do it all. Do
And
it all.
and like I said, when I listen to your voice, you have like a country type of feeling to your voice. You're from Wisconsin, I know. Do you
Yep.
have people from the South at all?
No, my people from Milwaukee.
Where that come from? Where that come from? You sound like a nigga from goddamn Texas or something when you talk sometimes.
I mean, my granddad, his people from Texas and shit, but like, I'm from Milwaukee. I just grew up around a lot of old niggas, like around a lot of old people. So it's like, I mean, you can't really tell I'm from Milwaukee. It's like for the most part, I talk like, you know what I'm saying. You can't really tell I'm from Milwaukee unless I get like pissed off or like I'm actually trying to explain something. Then you'll be like, oh yeah, that's from Milwaukee.
That's when the accent come out.
Yeah.
And like I said, because you do very well job at like switching it between the Milwaukee sound and then doing something like a country song or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you do a very good job with
Absolutely.
that. Like nigga, I got a little. You feel me? I don't want to speak too much on it, but I got a little sneak peek of the on your radar or on the radar. That's finna go viral. You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga had a whole band behind him with that Love Bone. Love Bone that's the one. You know what I'm saying? Like when you made that song, did you know like, oh, this finna be like one of them ones?
Yes. 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 For sure. For sure.
I don't know what it is about that song, but that is that my love bone. It's that melody. It's you're
Like
super
Love
big on
Bone
that.
was actually like when it came to making the project, Love Bone was one of the first songs done, like made. Like all the other songs really came after. Like Love Bone was actually one of the first songs that was like made and ready to go. Like okay, I know this gonna be on the album. Like, so yeah, Love Bone is definitely one of the ones for sure.
Like I said, listen to your music. You're very heavy on melodies, and I think it was a Genius interview where you were talking about doing scat and knowing how to scat. Is there times when you make your music where the lyrics are kind of the backseat and you're more focused on the harmonies and the melodies of the song?
Always,
Mm.
always. That's always what the situation is. I always find the melody first because without the melody, it doesn't matter what I say. Like I can't find nothing to say until I find the melody. That's what like really. That's what projects like what I'm gonna say because like melody and lyrics go hand in hand. Like chords and melody go hand in hand. So like I wouldn't sing something that's happy and joyful in a minor chord. Like or like you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what a minor chord is for. It's for sad shit or like scary shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's why I always find out what the melody is first. Cause like I'll write some depressing ass lyrics and then it's on the upscale, major scale. Like that don't make sense.
No, for sure.
So
Like when you are writing, are you writing before you hear the beat, or you hear the beat then write?
I'm listening to the beat, and then I'm going like I'm like falling in love and like envisioning and stuff. It's like a big ass creative pool. So like it's like the beat, my thoughts, what I'm gonna say, the melody, situations, what I can compare it to, shit like that. That's really the biggest thing I'm doing.
Because something like One More for the Road, that song, that melody is crazy. And one more for the road.
Yeah.
That's like a real country song. Like when you hear,
What you know about that?
bro,
What the hell? What you know
I'm
about that,
tapped
bro?
in with JP. What I told you, bro. When I figured out you were one of them ones, my nigga. You feel me? And go tell the bartender. Go get another.
Nah,
It's fire.
that was actually one of them songs where like that was like that's all real life shit. Like it's a like every Friday and Saturday it's a club called Icon at our school at Stevens Point, and that would be like that would be the deal. We'll all come together with pregame and you know how that go. Like come over pregame and shit, and then you get ready to go out to the bar. So like that's real shit. Like it's 8 o'clock on a Friday night. It's time to go get the wristbands from my car. So you got to get your wristbands early, so you don't got to worry about coming to the club later Because, you know what I'm saying, when you go to the club earlier, it ain't packed. So you can just walk down there, show your ID, get your wristband. But if you go down there at like 10 something, 11, you got to wait in the line. You got to pay to get in. Like, you can just go down there and get your wristband. So, like, it's 8 o'clock on the Friday night. It's time to get your wristband from Icon. You get the wristbands, pre-game with the guys until 11 o'clock done. And when 11 o'clock done, go out and party hard. You know what I'm saying? So, that's really, I'm bringing that shit back. That shit cold.
Nigga, that's one of, I think, in my opinion, I think that's your best. I think that's like your most well written song. Like
That shit cold.
as in like your lyrics, because like I see everything you're saying, and you explain it saying that as real life. It makes sense because it sounded like that was real life. I think that's
Yep.
your best written song. I love that song.
Yep.
When I hear stuff like that, it made me think like, would you ever do more songs that's like acoustic driven, guitar driven, something like that, like more of that type of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. And I do have some on the way.
Because I feel like I see a lot of people that be like, damn man, I want to hear this nigga voice more. I want to hear this nigga voice more.
There's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people like that.
What's your response when you hear that?
They'll get it for sure, but in due time. Like I make music depending on how I'm feeling at the time. So it's not like I'm going to the studio like, okay, I need some more slow songs or I need some more love songs. I need to make some more fun shit. Like nah, whatever I'm feeling. That's how, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I made Lil Bone, I was feeling like Lil Bone. When I made Mad Bitty, I was feeling like Bad Bitty. When I made One More for the Road, I was feeling like One More for the Road. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not like I'm going in here and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm on today. Or this is what I got to do today. Like, it's just however I feel at the time.
Just however, you make music for your mood, essentially.
Yeah, I make music for the mood.
You Don't Know Me is the first song off the album. By the way,
Correct.
great album. Coming out party. Love the album. That's one of my favorite songs. That sample is the old Superman. The and I know you.
I actually like that whole song.
That song is so weird. And when I heard you,
It's really a song. So, oh Superman, oh Judge, oh Mom and Dad. So it's like a song about like the judicial system, your like the love of your parents and shit like that, and then like you out, and then like you getting older and like figuring out shit on your own. Like that's how she like explained it type shit. So once you learn the actual meaning, and then you put it all together type shit, then you know what I'm saying? But like TikTok made it seem like it was like one of them scary ass songs. But it do got that scary feel, but it actually got a pretty good, decent meaning to the back of it. But I actually like the song. Like I always like weird shit like that. But it's cold to me. Oh Superman.
it's funny because
Oh
the same reaction, so fire.
That shit cold.
It's funny because when I brought up One More for the Road, you had the reaction like, nigga, what you know about that? I had the reaction when I heard you singing over that, like, nigga, what you know about that old Superman? I had that same reaction. That's that.
That shit cold, bro.
That junk fire. But what you did to it though, and then when the beat switches, that's where I'm like, bro, this nigga's an artist. You feel me with the fuck all that? Can you come over? You know that's.
I nigga, fuck all that shit I was just talking about. Just come on. Let's fuck all that shit I was just talking about. All that shit I was talking about in the beginning. Bring that ass over.
Was that beat switch in the original beat, or is that something that happened while making the song?
No, my boy A-Loud put that together. So the second half of the beat don't got nothing to do with the first sample of You Don't Know Me. It was just like a branch that he just broke off into when he made me the beat. Because what happened was I hit my boy. I was down in Miami with my boy Moody, and we was in the studio. And on the way there, I was like, I'm trying to get this song sample. Oh, Superman. He called my boy A-Loud, and he made it and sent it back. And I called him on FaceTime, and he made it again. When he sent it back to me, it was like this second half to it that like just broke off into this like smooth, sexy shit. So I was like, all right, I'm finish it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could have easily had him call him back and be like, no, I'll keep the sample throughout the, you know what I'm saying, keep it like that. But like, no, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna switch it up. And I'm gonna go with the flow on it.
When hearing stuff like that, where you switch the beat and you're talking about Oh Superman, And I asked you about doing acoustic stuff. I know you said want to do that. Would you also want to do more things that are kind of outside the box, like an old Superman, or just something that niggas wouldn't expect? Is that something that intrigued you at all when making music?
I probably wouldn't make a song like "Oh Superman." That shit horny, but I would. That shit freaky as a bitch. But I would get into like some other extracurricular. You know what I'm saying? Business along the lines of making like creative, like you know what I'm saying, out the box, my way, my style things. Cause like I like to think I say I JP shit, like I JP shit, like I JP'd it. I don't give a fuck what I do. You gonna be like, damn, that's JP on that track, or that's JP in that genre. You're not gonna be like, oh damn, it's a country song. You're gonna be like, no, that's JP on the country song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I always sound like myself, regardless of how different I am. So it's definitely some shit that I got on the way. I'm coming up with some shit. I get more creative every day.
Outside of hip hop, who are you listening to, or people in general that you just really love outside of the hip hop genre?
My boy Ian, he tough. Cass Cobain, uh, Low Shimmy.
Lil
Um,
Shimmy's crazy. Shout out to
he
Lil
is
Shimmy.
cold. He is cold. Low Shimmy, Zach Bryan. Uh, who else we be listening to? SZA, Drake. Um, that's pretty much it.
That's like your main go-to people,
Yeah.
for sure. And like I said, I still feel bad take you away from your run, so nigga ain't gonna keep it for too long. But I did want to get into one more thing about school, because I know
Mhm.
you are in school. Is that something that you want to maintain, or is that just gonna be
Yeah,
too much?
I'm staying. I'm staying in school.
Why? Like what makes that decision? That you want to stay?
Because it keeps me like a normal kid. I wanna still become a normal. I wanna like maintain being a normal kid as far as I can maintain it. I got 2 more years left for college, and when everything started going on with Bad B, and it's crazy to think because it's like the song's only been out for like 3 months. So, but it was so much stuff that happened so fast in those 3.5 months to where I felt like stuff was going so fast and I just couldn't get a grasp on it. But I took for granted, like when I was leaving, I took for granted how how easy and how smooth things were back in school. Like how I could just get up and just walk around, and you know what I'm saying, and just all the stuff I was taking advantage of. Like I was taking advantage of what I took for granted. And I came back to school for like I think like a week, like during the summer, or like it was like right before the summer came, and I just had a real good time. I was just doing shit that I never did. I had been on the campus for 2.5 years, but it's because I was calm. I had no worries about nothing. I had to worry about this. So these next 2 years, I'm involved in everything. I'm at every fucking game. I'm at every school event, whatever the fuck they got going on. I'm there.
Oh, you still trying to be on the team too?
Yeah, I'm still trying to be on the team. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay. What made you minor in communications? I thought that was interesting.
Minor communication.
Yeah.
Well, um, I don't really got like a gist for it. It was just like a good minor to have type shit. Like I ain't really got like a. Oh, I want to leave and do this. Like, no, I don't really give a damn
Nah, I felt like that.
that much. I just. It was a good communication, like a good minor to have type shit.
Not for sure. Well, shit. Lastly, before I let you get out of here, I know next weekend you come into Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
That is where a nigga lives at, so a nigga might have to pop out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, for
Oh,
sure,
pop
for
out.
sure, for
Pop
sure,
out.
I will definitely pop out. Well, shit, man. Any last words you got for the people out there? Let it be known.
Yeah, man. Rich people, poor people discuss people. Middle class people discuss events. Rich people discuss ideas. Take what you will, and live your life.
Is that a JP quote? Who said that?
No, it's not a JP quote. It's like a quote that's like been out there, but it's very good to live by.
For sure.
Just always remember that poor people discuss people, and middle class people discuss events, and rich people discuss ideas.
And on that note, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play. Y'all holla at your boy.